Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Answering Stuff from Answer Hub for Things. Yes. I should probably find a better name for what we actually want to call this series, since it seems to be happening more and more. But anyway, if this looks a little bit familiar, that is because all blueprint script looks familiar. But no, this is a follow-up video to Brylos's question. The original question was how to get a ball moving or force applied to another object from the point of view of where your character's looking. Okay? So that was all great. I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna shoot a ball with guns and make it move. Which is what we did in the first video, and I'll leave a link in the description to that. Or maybe, hey, I might actually try annotations for once. So there is that video with me, the Blaster Toad. Okay, so then he had a few issues after following the video. So there was some weird line stuff. His line trace stuff was weird. I'm not sure what's happening there, Barlos. All this looked alright, blah blah blah. This here, I'm responded later, and I think we found the issue with your ball not working right is that the actual ball component that you're affecting has to be the root of the actor. Okay? So hopefully that solved that for you. If not, let me know as we go through this. Now, the other issues we were having was there was some weird desync with his multiplayer. Okay? And then the other thing is it turns out it's a soccer game. Okay, so why would you want to look at the ball and press a button to make it move? We're just going to have it move when he is near the ball, when the character is near the ball. And we're going to set up something for that. Okay, so here we are back in the ball soccer game, I guess. Wow, that was super lame. Okay, so we've got our start. We'll have our ball just out there. Boom, ball. So again, ball has to be the root component. So if we look over here, sorry, that is not showing on my screen because of my nice little logo, but the ball sphere component must be the root. Okay, there are no other components here. So make sure that is our root component. Your replication all looked okay, but what we're going to be doing is instead of making it look at the ball and kicking it, so we're actually going to get rid of all this. So we're going to, the camera angle and these line traces and all that, we are not going to run. But in case we want to move back to it, we're going to keep it there. So we are going to do a area ball kick. Typing in there does nothing for me. We are going to do a custom event. And we are going to do an area ball kick. Okay, area ball kick. We are then going to, on our actor, add ourselves a new component, and we are going to do a sphere collision. Okay. Sphere collision. We're going to bring that down. And we are then going to expand it out, whichever size you want your players to be able to kick the ball from. And then I think the biggest area should be like right at the player's feet, and then smaller the closer it gets to them, okay? So there we go. So that will be our forcible area. Now, with that sphere collision or sphere trigger selected, we are going to we are not going to do anything. We're going to reference it in our blueprints. So now, instead of this here, we are going to do the area ball kick. Okay, so when we click our action button, we are going to do our area ball kick. With area ball kick, we are going to get our sphere, and we are going to get overlapping actors. Get overlapping components, get overlapping actors. Okay. And we are going to search for the class ball, actually. That means that we no longer have to do a check for, you know, the collision channel that we set up previously. So we no longer need that ball collision channel. Okay. Now we're going to get the overlapping actors. We are going to filter that by ball type actors. And then for each loop, there we go. We're going to get a for each loop. And what this is going to do is for every actor it finds, it is going to let us do something for it. Okay? And for that, we are going to get root component. And then we're just going to copy over this add force. Now this is where we get to do a few different things. Primitive component reference, scene component reference, right. I always love running into that. Get overlapping components. Let's try that instead. Now we're gonna break that link. And what does that give us? That gives us primitive component references. Okay, so we are going to check if the primitive component reference set collision response, get collision response to channel. Okay, so what this is going to do, and we're going to get rid of our actors then, because this will give us all the information we need. So we're going to get all components that are being overlapped by our kick sphere. Yes, kick sphere is what we'll have that known as from now on. Everything within there, we're going to get everything within there. And then for each component, we are going to get or check whether or not it responds to the ball channel. So we still want to set its collision to ball. And then from there, we are going to run a branch. I'm hitting B on my keyboard. B as in Bobbert. And we are going to see if that is an enum. Really? It's giving me an enum. It's not giving me a true or false. No, we're going to do it by tag. We're going to do a has tag. Actor has tag. Component has tag. There we go. Component has a tag. Ball. Okay? Because that will give us our Boolean. And if it has the ball tag, we are going to add our force. Okay. Yes, we need that to be a reference. There we go. And that should solve our issue. There we go. Okay, now on our ball, we need now to, on event begin play, get our sphere. And we are going to set component tags. We are going to make an array. And in this array, we are going to have the ball name Exact same as we typed it in previously. So, this here, as soon as the ball enters the world or is created, it will have or be given the tag of ball. And then when our player hits their action button, it's going to check for everything in the area of its feet and see if that thing it finds has the ball tag. Okay. Now we get to do a couple fun things. So our force is going to be the strength and direction we are applying force. So for that strength and direction, we could get actor forward vector. Okay, so it'll just kick straight in front of the actor. Okay. Or we could get root. And we could get direction. What's it? Is it look at rotation? Find look at rotation? And then from that, can I do a vector? And there we go. So we could get actor location, which will get our world location right in the middle of our actor. Okay. Or better yet, from our sphere, we can get world location. And then from our ball, we can also get world rotation. So what this would do is if we come up from the side of a ball, it's going to kick in the direction from our character to the ball. And then we're always going to want a multiplier here so that we can set the force. So let's make that like 500. We are going to make an acceleration change. Let's test it with this. So depending on which way I come at the ball, it should kick it with 500 force in the direction to the ball. Let's see if that actually works. So if I come right like that, it should kick it forward, okay? Let's do something a little bit more dramatic. 1,000, okay. So now if I come sideways, it should kick it at like a 45-degree angle away from me. See? If I come here, it kicks sideways, but if I come like here, it'll kick that way. Okay, so if you get on one side of the ball, it'll kick the opposite way. See? We can do that. We can do soccers. Okay. And let's make that like 3,000 now. And see if that does anything for us. Okay, so we are going to have all that fun stuff, because that's the way I like it. I think that's a nice setup. We are going to set that to a run on server. Okay, that way the force is only being given on the server. So that force is not being given on the server and on the client, and they're trying to figure out which one to use. Okay. So that then runs that. Perfect. And you know what we're going to do? We are going to get a little bit fancy. We are going to scale up all our area. Okay. And then I have not bothered to learn some pretty basic stuff. You know, like how to set up walls, because I've been too busy learning how to code. So we are just going to set up walls with some really horrible stretch cubes. This is not how you want to do this. You want to learn how to do this properly. But it'll give us a quick arena to play in. Okay. Control C, Control V. And there we go. Control C, Control V. E to get our rotation gimbal. W to get our translation gimbal. And Control C, Control V, and move that all the way down there. There we go. We have our soccer field. So if I kick here, it should go like straight forward. Okay. I was thinking that would be like way more drastic. So let's do 10,000. Save. Save our ball. Okay. Boom. Pretty much going straight forward. Going straight forward. Perfect. Okay, bounce out of that corner. Okay. But now if we come like here. Actually, let's stop this ball. Where is it traveling? Right there. Now if I hit it from like there, it's going to travel in that direction. If I hit it from there, it should be like 45-degree angle. Oh, I have to get closer. Boom, 45-degree angle away from me. Boom, 45-degree angle away from me. Boom. There we go. So we've got that working. Oh, the lights are horrible. We need to add some light. Let's just have a point light. And we're just going to have our point light here. We are going to, radius. And intensity. That should, do something. We shouldn't lose it. There now. So if I come up and... Right, I'm clicking, not hitting F. My regular action key I use is F. Okay, so that should be ball over in this corner. So the ball is moving normally on both actors as far as I can see. So I'm not able to get the same issue that our friend is. But yeah, definitely something where you want to fiddle with the size of the kicking area, because that's like really close, I'm finding. So how about that for a kicking area? And then in this case, you might even want to make it third person instead of first person. Might give you a better feel for it. But we'll enlarge the size of that. We will also do a higher force, so it's like we're actually giving it a good kick. Boom, there we go. Boom, there we go. And you know what? Just to finish it off, because we are doing a soccer game, let's make a goal. So we will have a new user widget. Goal. And on construct, we are then going to run a delay of 1 second. And then we are going to remove all widgets. Okay. And then we are going to have a what do we want as our goal? We are going to make a new actor. Goal post. I know it's not the goal post, it'll be the actual goal. We are going to add some cubes because everything is a square to start in my world. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Control C, Control V. Translate and translate. Let's give them some nice big goals. Something like that. And then we are going to add a box collision. We're actually going to make our box collision the root. No, we are going to not make the box collision the root. Because we want the box collision to be scalable. You cannot scale your root component without scaling the whole damn thing. Okay. And then we want a component begin overlap. Other component. Component has tag. Ball. A branch, which we'll then hook up our boolean. Just a quick setup here, guys. Not part of the question, so I'm not going really super in depth with it. But yeah, when that box is overlapped with a ball type actor, or a ball type component, technically, we will have a new event. The event will be a custom event, which will be draw goal. So when that's true, we're going to draw goal. We are going to have that multicast, so it happens on all the servers, or all the clients, and that is going to be to create a widget, and we are going to get player controller. So it'll just get the player controller on the connected machines, and then we're going to add to viewport. And our goal being how it was set up, right? We have to choose goal. Our goal, how it was set up, will wait a few seconds and then remove itself. Okay. Let's go place our goalposts. And then from here, you'd have to figure out your logic to make it a friendly or enemy goal, I guess, or friendly or enemy, what am I talking about? Your team or the opponent's goal. But yeah, that's what we'll play with. So we've got a goal. The goal is over there. We're going to line up the ball, and we're going to give it one good kick. Boom. Yes, and we should get the goal. And it doesn't work! Woo! Okay, let's troubleshoot our goalposts. If it has the tag ball, yes. Component has the tag ball when the component begins to overlap the box. It should do it. What if we do a get root component and then put that in there? Shouldn't make a difference. Let's just have that print first to see if it's even triggering. So I am on the server side. I am on the server side. Boom, kick our ball. And it says hello, but it does not. I am dumb. Our overlay doesn't actually have anything here, so we are going to put out some text. The text will say goal. And the text will be green for a good goal. Okay. Now we're going to play our game. We're going to go boom. Kick it. Goal! And it's happening on both computers. We are then going to go over to our client from our server. Run over. Kick our ball. And miss the goal. But we're going to come back around. Kick it against the wall to get it out of there. To get it out of there. Come on. There we go. And then... goal! It hit the post, but it still works. Oh, but yeah, that's soccer. Woo! In 27 minutes, we did soccer. And I can kick it to the backside as well. Nope. Whoa, goal! You might want to set up the, collision area on that better. So that, like, you actually have to get it through the middle. But yeah, like, that's going, and the ball seems to be fine on both clients. That ball should come whizzing in front right about there. Woo! Yeah. And we might even get a goal. Goal! I love making games. Okay, so that is a quick tutorial to take our look direction kicking action or pushing action, adding force to a component, to a area adding force component. So we're going to go over just a very, very brief overview, okay? So we've got our movement components. When we click, we run a custom event, which runs on the server, okay? That custom event gets our kicking sphere. So that is this spherical trigger here. Okay, so it gets that. And then it says, hey, what is inside this area? What is currently overlapping? Then for everything that's overlapping, it checks, is it a ball? If it is a ball, it adds force to the ball. Okay? And then the force is in the direction measured from our kicking sphere to the ball. So it's always going to go from the player to the ball. Or from the player to the ball. So if the ball's over here, it's going to kick it in that direction. Say this is our player, ball's here, it'll be kicked there. Ball's here, it'll be kicked straight ahead. Ball is here, it'll be kicked that way. So that is that. And then on our ball, to make sure it has that tag, click it again. When it begins play, so when it's first created, or this could even be done on the construct script, it really doesn't matter. That gets the root component that we're dealing with. It sets its tags with a new array just containing ball. It just has the ball tag. So that's that. Hopefully that helps there, Brylos? Brylos? Brillo? I can't even, sorry, forgetting your name. Brylos. So hopefully that helps you. If you need anything else, again, post it in the answer hub there. And if it is something that interests me, I may drop by to give an answer. Well, that's it for today. That's taking our gunball to soccer. And yeah, I'll let you all expand on that from there. Bye for now.